All right, a story like this will not encourage Windows users, but there is a lesson to be learned. This is from the How To Geek. A Linux install took 8 hours because he missed a simple fix. All right, if you're using Windows 10 or 11, don't panic. This is usually not the case. But let's see what we have here. All right, searching online forums can save hours of frustration. That is true. AI chatbots often have outdated knowledge. That is true. However, I learned reading this that his first problem, well, a potential Windows user problem is to use Arch-based Garuda Linux, which is cutting edge. Garuda released a new flavor and he wanted it now. Nothing wrong with cutting edge if this is what you want to mess with. Yeah, he really wanted to use this new version called Dragonized. Sounds like a game. So there was an update in March 2025, a new version called Mocha. Hey, where's my coffee? Yeah. All right, so the live USB did not boot. He found out that the problem was what he was using, in this case, Bedlana Etcher. So he went to ChatGPT for help, but it couldn't help. That is certainly possible. So some of the common problems is disable secure boot and fast startup in BIOS, some of the common fixes for these problems. All right, another problem is verifying the ISO wasn't corrupted during download. This is probably the number one issue, I would guess, for Windows users, not checking to make sure that the download is not corrupted, and then proceeding with the install without checking to see if the download is no good, if I had to guess. So he went to the community forums. This should be really common sense for an experienced user. But if you're not, if you have a problem, say, with Lubuntu or Linux Mint or Zorin or whatever, you have some issues, you can certainly check my channel here or straight going to the community forums. He found out that Ventoy worked and Bedlana Etcher did not work to create the bootable USB. So what did he learn? Well, Ventoy is amazing. Okay, that worked. And number two, you should not trust ChatGPT or other AI assistants because they may not necessarily work. It's interesting that he also mentions here Ubuntu and Linux Mint. Even with my Ubuntu here, which is highly tweaked using command lines and everything like that, as you see here, it does not take me 8 hours. Yeah, okay, maybe a few hours. This is why if you are new to all this, Ubuntu should not be your first choice unless you like using the terminal. I mention this for Windows users because normally if you pick the correct distribution, it should not take you 8 hours to install a friendly Linux-based system that is not Arch Linux-based. Comprende? All right, adios, muchachos.